Hi, welcome to Ramnath in Ganitshala. Today we are going to discuss cubes and cube roots. So, what do you mean by a cube? Okay, consider there is a number n. Okay, cube of n is nothing but n into n into n. The product n into n is called as the cube of n. So, let's take some example. Cube of 5 is nothing but 5 into 5 into 5, also can be written as 5 cube. We are going to deal this in one of the upcoming chapters. Okay, so 5 into 5 into 5 is nothing but 5 cube, which is nothing but 125. Now similarly, cube of 4 is nothing but 4 into 4 into 4. 4 raised to the power of 3 is nothing but 4 4s are 16, 16 4s are 64. Similarly, cube of minus 4 is minus 4 multiplied by minus 4 multiplied by minus 4 is nothing but minus 4 power of 3 is, let's multiply the number first. 4 into 4 16, 16 4 are 64. Okay, then we look at the sign, minus minus plus, plus minus minus, so it comes to minus 64. Okay, so that is what cube of a number is. Okay, so now if n cube, or let me rub this out. Yeah, so if y is equal to n cube, then if y is equal to n cube, which implies y is the cube of n, also implies n is the cube root of y. Okay, so that's the relation. So the way this is written is n is equal to cube root of y. If I don't write 3 here, I just write as it is as good as square root. N is square root of y, but in this case, since y is n cube, right, so n is nothing but cube root of y. Okay, so let's take some example. Okay, cube of 5 is 25, so 5 cube is equal to 125, right, implies 5 is nothing but cube root of 125. Alright, so that is what a cube root of. Similarly, 4 is nothing but cube root of 64. Okay, all right. So now we understood cubes, we also understood what a cube root is. All right. Now, what do you mean by a perfect cube? A number is said to be a perfect cube if you can find out its cube root exactly. Okay, so that is what it is. So, for example, is 1000 a perfect cube? Okay, 1000 is nothing but 10 into 10 into 10, right? So which means it is 10 raised to power of 3. So cube root of 1000 is nothing but 10. Found out the exact cube root of 1000, which is 10, which means 1000 is a perfect cube. Okay, all right, good. So let's take one more example. Should we take one more? Okay. Is 121 a perfect cube? All right, let's see. Okay, so 121 is nothing but 11 into 11. All right. In this case, I am missing 111. If there was 111, one more, then it would have done. So typically you will see a prime factor occurring in threes. All right. So for example, in this case, in the case of 64, we had 4 into 4 into 4, right? Nothing but 2 into 2 into 2 into 2 into 2 into 2. So 3, 3, right? A pair of 3. So it becomes 4 was 16, 4 2 to the power 4 to the 8, right? So 4, yeah, into 2 into 2 into 2. Wait one second, I think I made a mistake. So okay, 2 into 2 into 2 into 2 into 2 into 2, right? So we have 3 pairs. So it is nothing but 4 into 4 into 4, right? So one of them 64 becomes this. But in this case, we are missing 111, right? So this cannot be a perfect cube. But in order to make it a perfect cube, to make it a perfect cube, the least to multiply, any guesses, would be 11. The moment you multiply with the 11, this becomes 11 into 11 into 11, okay, right? And in that case, it becomes 121 into 11, 121, 121, 1331. Is that right? Right? Correct, right? So 1331. Now cube root of 1331 is nothing but 11 into 11 into 11. I mean not 11 into 11. Cube root of 1331. 1331 is nothing but 11 into 11 into 11. Cube root of 1331 is 11, right? The product of a number n into n into n is the cube of that number, and individually each one, I mean in this case, if you find out the cube root, it would be this number, okay? So that is what we figured out, right? So the answer is 121 is not a perfect cube, but if you multiply with 11 and make it 1331, 1331 is a perfect cube. Okay, let's move on then. Okay. Let's study some of the properties. Study some of the properties. Okay. So first one, cube of odd natural number is odd. So you have an odd number, you take, you find out the cube of that number, it is always odd. Okay. So odd number, you know, we can represent, let 2k plus 1 be any odd number, okay, where k is a whole number. Can I say whole number? So when k is equal to 0, this product is 1, I mean this 2k plus 1 is 1. If k is equal to 0, 2k plus 1 is nothing but 1. K is equal to 1, this becomes 3, okay. If k is equal to 2, this becomes 5, right? If k is equal to 3, this becomes 7. So 2k plus 1 will always be odd. So it is rightfully represented. Any odd number, this rightfully represents. Okay, sure. Okay, fine. So that's fine. Now let's find out the cube of this. 2k plus 1, the whole cube, is nothing but 2k plus 1, 2k plus 1, 2k plus 1, right? Now this is nothing but, I am going to multiply these two. So this becomes 2k whole square plus 2k 1 plus 1 the whole square. Okay, this is what I did, and this one 2k plus 1 remains as it is. Now this becomes 4k square plus 4k plus 1 multiplied by 2k plus 1. Is that right? Okay, so let's open this as well, right? So this becomes, I'm just going to write it as it is, plus 4k plus 1, 2k plus 1. Okay, so this is nothing but 8k cube, this with this, 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 and this with this. You are not familiar, we are going to cover this in later section, just see what I am doing here. So 4k cube plus 4k square plus this with this, I am multiplying 8k square plus 4k plus 2k plus 1. Okay, so this becomes 8k cube. This and this I am going to add, plus 12k square. This and this I am going to add, plus 6k plus 1. Is that right? That's right, I guess, right? Okay, so this is fine. Now this is nothing but 2. Let me just take out the 4k cube, just take out 2 common. Okay, though I could have taken, I could have taken 2k common, but I am just taking 2 common. Okay, so in this case it is 6k square plus 6k plus 1. Is that right? 12, yeah, it should be 3 here. Okay, so this is good. Now this is nothing but an even number, because it is a multiple of 2, it is an even number. This part is a even number, and plus 1. Even number plus 1 is nothing but an odd number. Hence proved, right? So cube of odd natural number is odd. Hence we proved it. Alright, all these proofs are not going to come in the exam, but you need to know why it is so, right? Alright, so it's for your information only. It will help you think. So let's move on to the next one. So what do you think cube of an even natural number would be? Would it be even or odd? Let's see. Cube of even natural number is even. Okay, so in this case, let 2k be any even natural number where k is a, let's start with 1, 2, 3, 4, right? So is a natural number. So when k is equal to 1, it is 2. When k is equal to 2, it is 4. When k is equal to 3, it is 6. So it is always a even number. Okay. Now let's find out cube of this number. Is nothing but 2k into 2k into 2k. 2 into 2, 4, 4 into 2, 8. 8k cube. Okay. Now this is nothing but 2, 4k cube, right? I can do it this way. it is nothing but multiple of 2, 2 into something, right? So definitely it is a even number, so even number, hence proved. All right, that's good, that's good, right? So now what is the third one? Says that let m be any number, cube root of minus m cube root, okay, is nothing but minus cube root of m cube, right? So that is what it says. All right, so how do we solve this? Now, can I say cube root, I can denote it as this way, right? So minus m cube, is that right? I am going to cube root of this, I mean whatever is written in words, I just converted into a sign. I just put this sign here and wrote this. So this means cube root of minus m, I mean this entire thing, minus m cube. Okay, so I am going to write, okay, can I write minus m into minus m into minus m, right? Correct, no? So cube root of 10 into 10 into 10 is nothing but 10, correct, no? Cube root of n into n into n is equal to n, okay. Similarly, cube root, considering that this becomes cube root of minus m into minus m into n, minus m, minus into minus plus, plus into minus minus, which is same, m into m into m is m cube. So this is and this are same. So this becomes minus m, correct, no? All right. Now I am going to take the sign here and I am going to say, is this correct? Cube root of m, but m is also cube root of m into m into m, correct, no? It is like this, okay, which means minus cube root of m cube. Okay, okay. So one more step, if you want, you can probably say minus, right? This is what it is, right? So what it means is cube root of minus 125 is nothing but minus cube root of 125. That's it. So cube root of minus 125 is nothing but minus 5, and which is the same thing, minus 5, right? So this is the way you can solve it. You need not worry about the minus sign. If cube root of some minus negative number you are supposed to find, take the negative sign out and then find out the cube root of just the number 125 that it means. All right, right? So I hope you understood this minus. So cube root of 125 is nothing but minus 5. Okay, sounds good. Okay. All right, so what is the next one, right? There's a couple of points that you need to remember, right? So let's say you're trying to find out the cube root of x, y, z. X into y into z is nothing but cube root of x multiplied by cube root of y multiplied by cube root of z, right? So what it means is, say 1000 into 125 into 8, okay, is nothing but, right, 1000 into cube root of 125 into cube root of 8. It's nothing but 10, correct, into 5 into 5, 20 by 25 is into 2. So 10, it's 100, right? If you solve this, let's solve this, okay. 1000 into, how about this, 125 is nothing but 1000, right, is nothing but I can write it as 100 into 100 into 100, 3 zeros here, 3 zeros here, total 6 zeros I should have after 1. So 2, 2, 2, I convert it into this, and cube root of this n into n is nothing but n, right. So this is 100. So both sides are, I mean, either you, if you want to calculate this, this is how you can calculate as well, they both are equal, okay. So similarly, the next property. So whenever they ask you to calculate, you can use these properties if you feel that this is going to help you solve the problem, okay. Similarly, x by y, right, is nothing but, I mean, cube root of x by y is nothing but cube root of x divided by cube root of y, right. This is the next property. And one more, let's say if you have something like this, x y z, cube root of x y by z is nothing but cube root of x y cube root of z, which is nothing but, remember the previous property, cube root of x multiplied by cube root of y and cube root of z. This is what it is, okay. Sounds good. So maybe we will take one example here, right. So let's say cube root of okay, so let's say 0.125, cube root of 0.125. Can I not write it as 125 divided by 1000, correct, no? Can I write it as it is, right? What I do is, I want to remove the decimal point, so I need to multiply the numerator by 1000, and I also need to multiply the denominator by 1000. So this is 0.125. So this becomes 125 by 1000. All right. So now this is nothing but 5 into 5 into 5, 10 into 10 into 10. So cube root of this becomes, see this property, right? So a by b, so it's nothing but cube root of 5 into 5 into 5, cube root of 10 into 10 into 10. So cube root of n into n into n is n. So this becomes 5 by 10 is nothing but half. Okay. So this is what the answer is, 0.5. Great. So this is all that I had for today's session. So in this session we studied what are cubes, what are cube roots, what is a perfect cube. We introduced, we did introduce some of the properties related to cubes and cube roots. I hope you liked today's session. So children, take care, work hard, and God bless you all. Bye bye.